Every day, millions of people carry silent questions about life, purpose, and happiness. Welcome to Pondering Life's Journeys, a place where we explore the struggles of being human and the timeless wisdom that helps us navigate them. But here's something important. Most people who watch these videos never subscribe. If these conversations mean something to you, if even one idea resonates, please subscribe and like this video. It helps this channel reach the people who might desperately need to hear these messages, and it gives us the heart to keep creating them. Because none of us are truly walking this journey alone.
Let us delve into the illusion of attachment. You can love someone deeply and still lose yourself in the process. And the moment you lose yourself, the pain becomes unbearable. Your mood begins to depend on their messages. Your peace begins to depend on their attention. Slowly, without realizing it, your identity starts shrinking around them. But Stoic philosophy teaches a difficult truth. Most of the time, you are not attached to the person. You are attached to the story you built around them. This story is powerful. It contains the future you imagined together, the version of them you believed in, and the routines that made them feel like home. But attachment is rarely pure connection. It is usually built on three invisible anchors: expectation, illusion, and habit. Once the relationship changes, all three collapse at once, and the pain feels overwhelming. The Stoics teach a powerful practice. Separate reality from interpretation. Reality might say, "They changed." Interpretation says, "I wasn't enough." Once you see the difference, something liberating happens. You stop chasing a story that no longer exists, and you begin reclaiming the truth. And truth is the first step toward emotional freedom.
One of the hardest realizations after emotional attachment is this: the person isn't just in your past, they are still living inside your mind. They appear in your morning thoughts. They interrupt quiet moments. They follow you through memories, songs, and imagined conversations. Stoic philosophy begins with a radical principle: you must guard what occupies your mind. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the mind becomes dyed with the color of its dominant thoughts. If someone constantly fills your attention, they begin shaping your emotions, your energy, and even your sense of self. The battle is not with the person. The battle is with the mental space they occupy. Most people try to detach while constantly revisiting the past, replaying conversations, checking social media, imagining alternate endings. But detachment begins with what we can call mental unfollow. Every time your mind drifts toward them, pause and recognize the moment. Tell yourself, "This is just a thought." That small act creates distance between you and the emotion. Then gently redirect your attention back to the present. You don't need to force the thought away, you simply stop feeding it. Over time, something remarkable happens. The mind slowly returns to itself. And when your mind returns home, your peace begins returning with it. Even after distance, emotional reactions can still appear unexpectedly. A message notification, a memory, a photograph, their name appearing somewhere. Suddenly, your heart races and your thoughts spiral. Stoic philosophy explains that suffering rarely comes from the event itself. It comes from the meaning we attach to the event. The Stoics practiced a simple but powerful discipline to break this cycle. Pause, label, reframe. First, pause. When a trigger appears, do nothing for a moment. Take one slow breath. This brief pause interrupts the automatic emotional reaction. Second, label the emotion. Instead of drowning in the feeling, observe it. Tell yourself, this is anxiety. This is longing. This is my mind remembering. Labeling moves the emotion from instinct to awareness. Finally, reframe the story your mind is telling. A delayed message does not mean rejection. A memory does not mean the past should return. Someone moving on does not define your worth. Most emotional pain comes from interpretations, not facts. When you pause, observe, and reframe, the emotional charge begins to dissolve. You stop reacting automatically. You begin responding consciously. And in that shift, you take back control of your inner world.
The deepest pain of emotional attachment is not just losing someone. It is losing the version of yourself that existed when they were in your life. That version of you felt chosen, valued, connected. When the relationship ends, it can feel as though that identity disappears too. Stoic philosophy offers a powerful alternative. Your identity must be built on self-mastery, not on another person's presence. To rebuild yourself, start with one simple exercise. Write down 5 qualities that define you independently of anyone else. Your resilience, your curiosity, your discipline, your creativity, your ability to grow after hardship. These traits are still yours. They were never owned by the relationship. Next, dedicate 1 intentional hour each day to strengthening that identity. Read, train your body, develop a skill, create something meaningful. Identity is not rebuilt through motivation. It is rebuilt through daily action. Finally, establish boundaries that protect your peace. Distance from emotional triggers. Reduce digital exposure. Speak calmly when necessary. I'm choosing space for my well-being. Boundaries are not punishment. They are protection. The goal is not to erase the past. The goal is to return to yourself. Because emotional detachment is not about becoming cold. It is about remembering who you were before you gave someone else the power to define your peace. If this conversation gave you something to think about, a new perspective, or even a small sense of clarity, then this channel is for you. Consider joining this growing community by subscribing and leave a like on the video so more people searching for answers can find these ideas too. Your support keeps these conversations alive. Until the next video, keep reflecting, keep growing, and keep pondering life's journeys.